Their goal was to conquer the freezing peak of Mount Otorten. The mountain's local name translated to "Don't Go There." Dyatlov, a brilliant young student. They set up their camp on the slopes of the mountain. During the night, something terrifying approached their tent. Whatever it was, it caused absolute panic inside. The hikers used knives to cut the tent from the inside. They fled into the freezing darkness without their clothes. The temperature outside was minus 30 degrees Celsius. They ran into the woods, leaving all weapons behind. Weeks later, a military rescue team found the camp. The tent was ripped open, covered in thick snow. All their winter boots and jackets were still inside. Searchers followed the frozen footprints down the hill. Under a massive cedar tree, they made a horrific discovery. The first two bodies were found in their underwear. Their hands were burned, and the branches above were broken. It looked like they were desperately trying to climb. What were they trying to escape from on the ground? Three more bodies were found between the tree and tent. Igor Dyatlov was among them, clutching a small branch. They seemed to be crawling back to the camp.
They didn't just die, they didn't just retreat. They walked into a cloud in broad daylight and simply ceased to exist. 250 men gone. No bodies, no graves, and a secret.
In August 1915, during the Gallipoli campaign, a strange event occurred that defied logic. The 4th Battalion of the Norfolk Regiment was ordered to march toward a hill occupied by enemy forces. Hundreds of soldiers marched into a thick, low-lying cloud. Witnesses from a nearby unit watched as the soldiers entered the mist. The cloud looked solid, like a wall of gray smoke. It was a bright, sunny day, but this specific cloud didn't move with the wind. The soldiers walked inside one by one. Once the last soldier entered the mist, the cloud slowly lifted off the ground. After the war, the British government demanded the return of these prisoners from the Turkish army. Not a single soldier insisted they had never captured. Over 250 men had disappeared. They claimed they never even saw the battalion on that hill. The men were gone. Decades later, soldiers who witnessed the event came forward. They described the cloud as looking metallic or unnatural. They claimed the men didn't die in battle. They were simply taken by the mist. The mystery became a legend of the Great War. Could a weather phenomenon explain it? Or was it something more sinister? Mass disappearances of military units have been reported throughout history, but the Norfolk Regiment's case is the most documented and the most terrifying. But the Norfolk Regiment's case is the most documented and the most terrifying. But the Norfolk Regiment's case is the most documented and the most terrifying. The names of those men are now carved on a memorial for the missing. They have no graves because no bodies were ever found. They walked into a cloud and marched straight out of our world, leaving behind a mystery that will never be solved.